ahead, go crazy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Gradual Grind. I am Jonathan Marcel,
I'm Evan Anderson.
and this is our first episode in about a month. We took some time off because of the holidays, and I know we talked about separation season, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, we had to take a break. Things just were not going our way, but we're committed. We're true to this, not new to this. So we're back at you with another episode.
First episode of 2021.
Yes, sir. Today is January 3rd, 2021. A hopeful start to a new year. And so let's just start off with a weekly recap. What was your holiday break like, Evan?
Man, it was a mess. Traveling and just got stuck. Just got stuck out of town. So it wasn't too bad though. Got to spend it with my family. So they made the best out of it. I've been I'm trying to start a business this year. Big goals for 2021. And so kind of been overwhelmed. So I'm just trying to like chop up a giant tree into different bits so I can move it somewhere. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. But nothing crazy happening. Just sticking to the grind, bro. You?
It's about the same, man. Went back home again to visit the family. Spent just a lot of time with them, hung out. I had to work for about 3 days each on Christmas week and New Year's week, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah. But same thing. I'm hoping to make some big moves this coming year. So I've made a lot of steps moving forward, but just trying to figure out a way not to get overwhelmed, because that seems to be my biggest drawback sometimes, is that I have so much going on. I just don't know where to start. So hopefully this year is a little different, and hopefully the steps we take are, getting us to where we want to be.
Yes, sir.
So with it being the New Year's, a constant topic that comes up is New Year's resolutions. So do you have any this year specifically that you have in mind?
New Year's, I wouldn't say like New Year's resolution as in like I'm gonna do something totally different than I was doing in 2020. But I would just say that for 2021, I just want to kind of go into uncharted territories. Like, even though I'm not knowledgeable in areas, I want to kind of venture into that that less secure space in life, just because I feel like I'm young and you only get one shot at being young. So that's what I'm trying to do. So that I just want to take more risks, to be honest. What about you?
Yeah, I got the same philosophy. I think I want to be more purposeful in the risk I take, because I think there's some risk I take for no damn reason at all, and it just puts me in a bad situation. But one goal for this year, one theme I have in mind, this next chapter, is optimization, and like purposeful optimization. So really making my days and the task I'm doing have a reason behind them, instead of just improvising as I go. I'm at the point where if I don't create a purposeful system to everything I do, then things are just going to start falling through the plate and falling through the cracks, and I want to drop a lot of balls.
Oh, I didn't know I could do this. Oh, we lit. Let's go.
You just discovered a new trick.
Yes, sir. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad.
It's all good.
Yeah.
No, so I think that leads us to our next topic. Talking about New Year's resolutions, one thing I notice a lot, especially with friends and family, is that we have a lot of people come up with these goals in mind that they want to do and accomplish within years. And everyone knows it, right? The new year, new me. I'm going to hit the gym and lose 20 pounds. I'm going to get, become a millionaire this year.
Yeah, I'm going to change my diet. That stuff lasts a month.
Yeah, literally. It's like it's like that joke, right? Like everyone hits the gym for a month in January, and then by February, the shit's empty again.
No, it really does. Like, I don't know. I've never been big on that, because I've never been even, like, this is aside from what we're about to talk about, but like I've never even been into the space of like where a year chapter is not going to define how I live my life, So I mean, it makes sense that it would help some people, but I feel like if you're truly dedicated to it, that's not really what is going to determine you staying on track with your success. I like to reference the great Nip Hustle. How long until opportunity meets preparation? And that's when things will change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to prepare yourself, and then there'll be an opportunity, and that's when you'll like really see significant change in whatever you're working towards.
Bro, you always
But
got like some rap lyrics up. You got Genius open on the side, don't you?
no, man, like I'm actually start posting this stuff on social media because I think it's fire. Like when I listen to music, I really don't listen to like, even though that's like kind of like where the current music is today, and like the melody and stuff like
Just the
that,
beat, yeah.
the rhythm, yeah, the beat. I love lyrics. Like I love lyricists. And me, you were talking about this last week, but like Nip really resonated with me. But anyways, we got to get back to the subject. I'm sorry, I threw y'all off, but
Nah, I think honestly you're on track. I mean, for the most part, I think a lot of people take this day as like, it is a new year. There's going to be a big difference in the energy of the world, right?
mhm,
But in reality, it's just another day.
mhm.
Like, in fact, in a scientific view, it's an arbitrary day
Yeah,
because
that's. I actually was thinking about that. Like we're going way off topic now, but like we, I just wanted to know like who chose like the starting point of the year. Like
there's
I was
there's
thinking.
definitely a historical point of this. I think it has to do with Christianity, but
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
it's like
okay,
I think the Gregorian calendar. Don't quote me. I don't know, but
okay.
it's something about that, right? But
Yeah, yeah,
basically, it was a religious it's a religious estimation on what day is important or whatever. But in reality, like the Earth, people say it's like the Earth's revolution around the sun. Technically, it's not even a full revolution because it's not exactly 365 days. That's why we have leap years to like make up
mhm,
for that. But anyways, regardless, but it's just another day,
yeah.
right? But I see a lot of people like wait, like, oh, once the new year hits, I'm gonna stop smoking, or once the new year
Mm,
hits, I'm gonna start, make hitting my diet, or once the new year hits, I'm gonna stop cheating my girl, whatever, right? Some shit.
mhm,
But in the end, these people come up with these really fantastic goals that become almost unachievable because they never really made the change necessary to get to their goal.
mhm.
And so I've
But
been. Oh, go ahead.
well, I'm like I agree with what you're saying, but like I feel like they're not like that quote I just like mentioned. Like they're not preparing themselves to meet that goal.
Yeah,
It's so saying it and then like actually putting it into like action is so much harder. I think like there's so many examples of that in life.
for sure.
Like it sounds so much easier to say than it is to actually
Actually
do.
do. And
Yeah.
that's I've been reading this book called Atomic Habits by, I think his
Mhm,
name's James Clear, and
mhm,
I'll put the picture on the screen.
mhm,
But I've only read a little bit since I've been finishing some other books, but there's a really good point in there that he mentioned that it's exactly what you're saying, right? These people are making these goals but aren't preparing themselves to hit this goal,
mhm,
right? Like we can say, yeah, I want to make I want to make $1 million this year, but we're still working the same job. We haven't taken any risks. We're not doing anything different. I mean,
mhm,
how are we going to hit $1 million?
mhm,
Right? It doesn't make any sense. And so he makes a point that a lot of people set goal oriented, objectives or
mhm.
something similar to the sense. I'll correct it if necessary.
Yeah.
But basically they make this result the end goal,
Yeah.
right? But think about this.
Oh, yeah. Keep going. Keep going. I like where you're going.
Think about
Keep
this though,
going.
right? Let's say
Uh-huh.
you make $1 million.
Hmm.
Then what?
That's a good point. I think about that often.
Let's say you lose 20 pounds. Then what?
I
So
think
these
about
people
that
set these
often.
goals and these short-term goals maybe, but they don't set
Hmm.
up the necessary systems, is what he calls them, to get to
Hmm.
these goals and to sustain that goal. Because you
Hmm.
can lose 20 pounds, and guess what? If you slip up a few months, like I experienced during quarantine, you know, you'll get those 20 pounds back pretty quick, right? You
Hmm.
can get $1 million, but then if you haven't learned how to, take care of your money or how to, keep consistent incomes coming in, you
Hmm.
can be broke within a year. It
Hmm.
happens all the time. And so one thing I feel like what happens to people is that they set up these goals and they never really set up a way to get there. Like, oh shit, bet I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. And then they hit the gym for a month not knowing what they're doing and then realize they don't see the result right away and they give up.
Yeah. Bro, I'm looking for
For the lyric,
yes, the bar. I'm looking for the bar. The pretty much the concept was like when you said like it's the end goal oriented, like set work goals.
yes.
Set work goals. You not reward goals. Like you can't say like once I lose 20 pounds, I'm gonna have a cheat meal or something like that. That don't make no sense. You gotta set work goals.
And in the end, it's not even setting like saying I'm gonna lose 20 pounds, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I have this. So on my notes, I put don't make them, result based, make them
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle based.
Oh, I
So for
like that.
example, instead of saying I'm gonna lose 20 pounds, be like, I'm gonna hit the
Mm-hmm.
gym 3 times a week
Mm-hmm.
until I make it a habit and I
Right.
like going to the gym.
Okay.
Right. Like I just hit the gym a couple days ago and I hate it,
Mm-hmm.
but I know I have to be consistent if I don't want to have a dad bod by the time I'm 26, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So instead of making these like super high arching goals and that's the only thing you're focusing on,
Mm-hmm.
understand the process that's going to take to get there. And instead of spending all that time on that goal, focus on the
Mm-hmm.
system to get there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you and I say, we want to make, we'll talk about this a little bit more, but we want to make a certain amount of income this year. In
Mm-hmm.
reality, that's not our goal. Our
Not
goal
at
is
all.
actually to build the system that's going to bring that income in,
Exactly. Let's
right?
do like a little practical one. So I want you to line this up for me. So one of my goals is just because like now I'm working an office job,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm getting more stiff. So I want to stretch more. Like what? So if I want to become more flexible in 2021, like how would I go about setting up a goal or a system to accomplish that goal?
Pretty easy, man. You just be like, all right, every 2 hours, you could have an Apple Watch that tells you this, right?
Okay.
Every 2 hours, I'm going to stand up for 15 minutes and do some quick
Ooh.
stretches.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like that.
And it's
That's
it's
simple.
nothing it's nothing crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's something simple you can do every day and make it basically habitual
Mm-hmm. And I
that
bet you by the end of 2021, there's a crazy
you feel
difference.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right, I think another problem is that these people say they want to hit these goals. Let's say,
Mm-hmm.
right, you say you want to become less stiff because you want to stretch more,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden they decide, you know what, I'm gonna get up every day at 7 a.m. and do 2 hours of yoga every day. Like that's crazy. Like if
That is crazy.
yeah,
That's
like
like that's honestly, I'm glad you said that because the first thing when I like gave you this example was maybe I should like wake up a little bit earlier and start stretching. But in reality, have I prepared myself that I'm gonna
no,
wake up early just to stretch? Absolutely not.
man, that you're gonna shock your system and your body's gonna be even more resistant not to do it, and you're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
As soon as one day you're feeling a little bit tired, you're gonna skip it, and then guess what?
Yeah. And then
The
that
all of
thing
that
is
is
gone.
worthless. It's broken,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like for me, I'm gonna give some examples on things I failed on this past year. I
Mm-hmm.
said I'm gonna meditate every day for 15 minutes, right, in the
Mm-hmm.
morning when I wake up before work. But it was difficult for me because I've never really meditated before. Meditating is uncomfortable if you actually done it, right? Like if
Mm-hmm.
you're in that posture. So I didn't really like it. But
Mm-hmm.
then, one day I woke up late and I didn't do it. Then the next day I did it, but then the day after that I woke up late again, I didn't do it. And
Yeah.
eventually that goal I set ended up fading away because it's something I didn't prepare myself for. Now if I've been
Mm-hmm.
realistic, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna meditate at least 10 minutes, you know, a total of 10 minutes a day or a total of 20 minutes this whole week.
Yeah.
That might have been a little bit more doable
Right.
instead of shocking my system to something I wasn't ready for.
Mm-hmm. Feel that. I feel that. So let's get into our goals. Let's talk about that good ish.
Sure.
Ah, let's go. You go first. You go first.
And I'm gonna give you a little recap first for my 2020.
Okay, yeah, let's go. I like that. Do that.
So I think looking back at this year, like I think everyone should do, be a little bit retrospective. And I said this before, despite the pandemic, I think this is one of my biggest years of growth in the positive direction. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the years before that, I kind of had some dips, some hard lessons I had to learn, but everything I was putting in back then and kind of getting through back then just kind of flourished this year. And so, for example, I finished school back in May. I finished with my physics degree, something that I didn't think was going to happen because I was a fifth year student just trying to get by. And then I actually held my internship longer than I expected. I ended up working at a great company for about a year. And that all that work there, including me learning how to, be novice at coding in Python and SQL, ended up getting me a position at the company I'm at now. And so I was able to achieve a full-time position at another great company and been doing that. I was able to keep my AAU program alive during the pandemic, which was impossible. I thought was not going to happen, right? But all
Mm-hmm.
those relationships I'd created became very loyal
Mm-hmm.
and stuck around. And so when the pandemic's up, we get to go outside, I think we're going to be in a stronger position than ever.
Yeah.
So looking forward into 2021, I think a couple of things I want to accomplish is I want to become less overwhelmed with the things I'm doing.
Okay.
So I know I said at the beginning, I'm going to call this the year of optimization.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start trying to be more proficient
That's your
in the things
chapter.
I'm doing. That's
That's your
chapter, right? We
chapter.
talked about
Yeah.
before. This is the year I want to start focusing on what I'm doing and making it more efficient instead of just improvising. I'm going to do this now and then this later, and start actually using a schedule like we talked about, and a routine to get things done at a better pace.
Mm-hmm.
So waking up a little earlier, and reading and meditating, like I said I was going to do, and tying that to an event I already have to do. So as soon as I get up to take a shower, before I hop in the shower, I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Easy, right? I'm already doing it. It's just like brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
And then after I get out the shower, get my coffee, read, educate myself on something new. And so I constantly, keep my brain churning and ready to go for the day. Throughout the day, I even bought some blue light glasses. So when I'm at work, I don't get too eye strained and tired.
Mm-hmm.
So I can keep my energy levels up. That's as much as I can do. And I hope to eat better. My girl's working on cooking a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get off of that, having time to get to my practice, having a scheduled practice plan instead of just coming up with drills off the top of my head like I usually do. And so now the practice is gonna be more efficient, less tiring. And then at the end of the night, coming home, eating another good meal, reading a little bit more.
So that's a lot, my guy. You got a lot going on. So
I do.
So like, what have you started like working on the systems that you're going to put in place to kind of ease your life up, or?
Yeah, so I've been working on this for a couple months now,
Okay.
just introducing new things here and there. And so now it's time to put it all together. And of course, it's not going to happen tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen in the next few months, because it is a lot that's going on.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm introducing this all at once, like I said earlier, right? I'm not shocking my system. This is all stuff I've been doing.
Yeah.
Now I'm cleaning it up to make it better. So now I don't shock my system as much and become overwhelmed. And so all of that said and done, in the end, I plan to keep my 9 to 5, right, as long as I can, and and move up the company as much as I can in terms of revenue and salary, and then grow my AAU program. And that's going to be my main 2 sources of income. And then whatever side projects I have, because I've cleaned up so much of the wasted efforts, now I have more time to focus and more energy to focus on stuff like this.
Okay.
The podcast, that could be another source of,
Yeah.
Eventual income, or just a passion project.
Absolutely.
And, focus on my stocks and focus on investing in myself. Cause I buy a lot of books, maybe buy some courses, and, constantly keep myself learning.
That's what's up.
So I think that's one more philosophical hierarchical goal for 2021.
My 2020, man. My 2020 was crazy.
For sure.
Man,
I need to write a book, bro.
It was a lot of adjustments. Like, I feel like literally 2021 was just so much changing that it was just like learn by doing. It was knowledge through experience.
Trial by fire.
Yeah, 110%. Like, I just got thrown into the fire. But to no fault of my own, like, I had the baby, but yeah, graduated in June, school, working, moved twice. So y'all know the story. If not, y'all can check out the other episodes. There's just a lot of change. So I'm ready. Like, 2021 is a lot of settling down. I'm so looking forward to settling down, like to have a place I can call home. We got our apartment this past week. So I'm looking I got some stability in my life now. And like I said, I'm trying to build a business. So I'm really just trying to be as structured as possible. Like, I want to be so analytical, and I'm going into this like with a partnership. So like, that's what I want to bring to the table. Like, I want to have everything figured out so that, like, when it comes to managing people and, that relationships and that kind of stuff, that's on the back end. That's not really my focus. So, that's really what I want to do. And my goal is 500. I want to do 500K, or I want to be evaluated at 500K at least. So, pretty much trajectory.
$500,000.
Yeah. $500,000. And I'm not doing this on that's not just a number I'm throwing out there. It's a calculated number. We could go break it down if you want me to. You want?
It's up to you, man.
All right, like,
you can break down the business plan.
So I want to get into transportation. So I want to do trucking. My goal is to, in April, May, I want to get my first truck. So April, May, truck. gross is about 200K a year, more give or take. Obviously, there's some failing businesses, but if if you're going and you're thriving, it's about 200K a year gross. And then I already have it lined up so that if I am doing well and I've proven myself as a business, I got someone that's coming in to buy a second truck, which will double earnings. And I've also kind of came up with a business model so that I really won't see any returns right away, uh, but I will get another truck sooner. So I really want to be close to getting my third truck by the end of 2021. So three trucks, all grossing about 200K, 600K. Do the math. That's my goal.
Makes a lot of
There's
sense.
so much more that's going to go on behind the scenes, but that's a quick breakdown, like of just so y'all know I'm not bullshitting.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So I guess let's be a little bit more specific because
Okay.
I was looking at your answer and looking at my answer.
Hmm.
Let's be real. So let's look at 2020.
Yeah.
Name three of your most significant goals that you achieved, or three significant accomplishments
All
that you
right.
think
Well,
you
I
did.
got I got two bachelor's degrees in engineering. Um, so I can accomplish that. Graduated college, first person to do that in my family. Graduated. I mean, just being like learning how to be a father and balance a family. I come from a single parent household, so like that was a giant challenge for me, and I think I've kind of like got it down now. Even though like growing up, I don't
We'll
I
see.
don't got it down, like, because obviously the kids keep growing, my daughter keeps growing, and she's ever changing. But like my lifestyle balance, I would say I've kind of um, I feel good about. And the third thing, uh, we talking about like physical achievement or just something that I feel like I've accomplished. I mean,
Philosophical,
yeah,
psychological.
I feel like I educated myself in 2021, um, to the point where like I know where to steer the ship, if that makes sense. Like I feel like on Instagram I said like the foundation was laid, and I feel like that across all facets of my life. Like I have a solid foundation now to where I feel like I can shoot for the stars. So that's what I'm trying to do. I don't know if you ever heard of Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher.
Mhm.
He has a famous video about a giant, beautiful building that was built, but it was built on sand, and so they wasted like $40 million or something because the
Collapsed.
foundation they didn't go deep enough, and so I feel like I took the time that I needed to this year in building that foundation, and of course it's still growing. But yeah, those are my three things: graduating, being a family man, and just educating myself on kind of wealth and what I want to do with my money.
Sounds dope.
Yeah.
Sounds
What
dope.
about you, bro?
I think my first accomplishment was this is the first year I actually sat down and looked at who I was as a person,
Okay.
right? Like you always have this idea of who you think you are.
Hmm.
And you always think you're the good guy no matter what,
Yeah.
right? And so I look back at, the past few years before 2020 and things that went wrong and what fault I had in having those things transpire, right?
Hmm.
Because you're not always blameless.
Yeah.
You have some action that led to something happening to you,
Right. Right. Right.
right? It wasn't anything like, oh, I just got blindsided by a random car. No, it's like, things that transpired that I caused. And I took that year to this past year to just reflect on that and grow and actually grow from it and learn those lessons.
Right.
Um, Not only did that help me in my personal life in terms of having a partner and my relationship, my family, and how I interact with them, and how I looked at my friends, but it also helped me in a professional sense because then I realized I had issues with certain responsibilities I had
Mm.
and having to be okay with not knowing everything and growing from there. So just learning how to be you know a consistent learner and educating myself
Yeah.
on not only business aspects but personal life aspects as well,
Hmm.
because those are important too.
Yeah.
I think that was my first big accomplishment, was just looking back at who I was and actually learning those lessons for once, I think.
Mm.
Number two was graduating. I honestly didn't think I was going to graduate. There was a couple times my junior year where I just wanted to drop out because
Yeah.
it was getting so expensive and shit was hard. But of course, it's a big achievement in most people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
And then number three, man, I would have to say this. I think the gradual grind has made me uncomfortable because it's the first time I'm actually sharing my ideas
Yeah,
on
this
an
is
open
dope.
platform.
I'm happy
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah, on an open platform,
Mm-hmm.
right? Usually I can talk to my friends, I can talk to my family, my girl, whatever. But to just put it out there for anyone to see is always, nerve wracking.
Mm-hmm.
And so it made me comfortable with who I am, right? Like I like this stuff. I like talking about business and personal development and philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
And I shouldn't just keep that to myself if I feel like I have something worth saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I should be okay with people criticizing that.
Yeah.
Like if you have something to say otherwise, tell me, and then we can have an actual discussion about this, and maybe you can inform me on something I didn't know, and I can inform you on something you didn't know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this was a huge step in the right direction. I think
That's
it's
dope.
a great passion project.
I agree.
So
I think I'm proud of this, like, because it's just only gonna get better, like
honestly,
I got people that tell me like, yo, this is dope. Like, how do you do this, right? And I'm like, well, honestly, we just threw it together, but y'all don't,
we just
y'all,
we just bullshitting for
yeah,
now.
yeah, like y'all don't even know where we about to go with this, And I just like, I know that in a matter of months or even a year, like just looking back, I know I'm gonna be proud that we did this. So
For sure,
I'm
man.
thankful that we were on this journey. And one thing I want to like, um, kind of like think about, what is the best case scenario that your 2021 ends with? Like, where is your best case scenario uh, life situation at the end of 2021? Realistically,
Realistically,
realistically.
so it's funny because I'm looking at this dream board I made
Mm-hmm.
with my girl,
Yeah.
and already we made this back in June. 6 months in, I've already accomplished most of it,
Okay.
right? And this is stuff that I looked at like, oh, there's no way I'm gonna get this until like next year
Like, what
sometime.
kind of stuff? Can you just like give us some
So,
examples?
for example, right now I'm looking at, all right, I had a salary goal,
Mm-hmm.
right? I told myself I was gonna make. I'm just gonna be real. I was gonna make K yearly,
Mm-hmm.
right? I broke that.
Yeah.
Like I'm past that. In fact, I'm a decent chunk past that
Mm-hmm.
where I'm comfortable, right? I started, initially investing in my family's businesses. So I gave my mom that cash,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even though it wasn't a lot, and I gave an option to choose whether to start her own business or invest in her, work from home stuff.
Yeah.
Just that step was huge for me
Yeah.
because it's something I wasn't used to. I'm still, with my girl, and we're in a happy, healthy relationship for now. You never know, but for now, I wasn't able to travel because of COVID, but
Yeah.
I became okay with that. Like now, I didn't look like me having to take vacations as necessary. It's just a luxury
Mm-hmm.
that I can do without if necessary.
Yeah.
I began a career in this business analytics, so now I have roads to take into consulting and different aspects like that. I've read a ton of books already,
Mm-hmm.
so I've invested heavily on myself. And so just 6 months in, I've already accomplished that. 2021, man. If I, like you said, I look at this past year as the year of expansion.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this book called The Personal MBA. I've talked about it a few times, and he mentioned there's 3 cycles of business, right? There's expansion, maintenance, and if I can remember the last one, it was consolidation. There we go. So expansion, maintenance, consolidation. Last year was the year of expansion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I graduated school, educated myself, started new ventures, started a new career, started a new hobby. So I'm expanding my touch, my realm. And this year's just gonna be the year of maintenance.
I
Cleaning
like
it up.
that. I like that.
Yeah, cleaning it up and making it all as great as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of 2021, I hope to have a home that is my property and I'm, developing and building, whether it's a house out here in the suburbs or near the Galleria or something,
Nice.
a townhome or a condo or an actual house.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to still be with my girl and we're deeper into that relationship, started making bigger moves. Hopefully she started her career and, she's helping me out with my ventures and we're getting involved in a deeper partnership than just, being physical with each other or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So be more of a spiritual connection there. Hopefully COVID's died down so we travel a little bit and experience the world together. Hopefully I've got my family's businesses, at least kick-started.
Mm-hmm.
and that I keep on this path of just trying to find more education and fulfillment and just being happy with who I am and where I'm at.
You forgot one thing.
Oh, and the Gradual Grind has,
No,
1,000
no, bro, you forgot the trip to come, watch me get married.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. And hopefully I see my boy get married. Maybe a baby boy on the way.
No,
That could be the dope ass uncle.
And, yeah.
But yeah, so that too, man. And hopefully, your connection, our connection gets deeper while we're doing this.
Yeah,
and
for
finally
sure.
we get to link up again.
Bro, and one thing, like, I was looking today, and just because, I feel like we can always undermine ourselves, and we, you have that natural feeling of not doing enough, but like, who you think is, I feel like me and you will both agree, most of the world will most agree, like one of the most like go-getter, most successful people right now in this world is Elon Musk, right? And Elon Musk at 23 was doing less than we are. Not less than we are, but you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have what we have is in terms of stability and whatnot. And, like that obviously wasn't a part of his plan to take off, but we've done a lot, and I just, I feel like we need to kind of give ourselves our pat on the backs.
Credit.
Yeah.
And we have to give ourselves some credit, because think about this: the conversations we're having are things I hear people in their 30s start talking about and figure out.
Yeah.
Right. Like I got, my sister asking me about what stocks I invest in and what I'm doing. Like I'm 23. Like we haven't even started yet.
Yeah.
Bro. We're just on the tip of the iceberg, and we're about to just get deeper and deeper into this. So I have no doubt that we're gonna do big things, and whatever that ends up becoming is, up to us. But yeah, man, we've done a lot, and we just have even more to go. I don't even think we've reached our potential yet.
No.
I think that's why we question ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, man, am I doing enough? But because we have so much more room to grow. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So let me hear what realistically, other than the 500K, right? What is your 2021 end goal look like?
2021 end goal, man. 2021, I really just want to 2021. Dang, I've honestly haven't even had like the time to like think ahead outside of like those type of goals. I want to, I'm gonna be married, so that'll be a huge plus. We're getting our place in February next month, so dang, it's just like that's a lot. I can't even give you an ideal situation right now. Like best case scenario, and I don't want to say this like I'm content, but like if everything just keeps going how it's going now, like if I'm in the like not the same situation, but like my family's healthy, we're living together, we're not trying to rip each other's heads off, like for real. Yeah. Bills are paid. I really can't complain, and yeah, like my foundation is so solid that like that I feel like that's really realistic. That's like it's going to happen, and I pray that I'm able to handle the extra stress that's about to come with grace. So
yeah, man, I feel that.
I feel like just being able to handle what's coming my way. Otherwise, I really can't complain. Like I really have everything I can ask for, and I'm not a man of too much abundance. So yeah, but I hope that here we go. I hope 2021 by the end, I'm in a position to where I can say, okay, now it's time to start giving people hands up. You know what I'm saying? Like I can start grabbing people and pulling them with me. You feel me?
That is a real ass statement, right?
So I that's what I really want to do. So that's where I'm at.
And don't get it twisted. I know we're talking like we've passed a storm. It's gonna be smooth sailing. Like there's gonna be hiccups. Like it's gonna be rough.
Oh no,
but
I already know. Come like July, bro. Boy, these dreads gonna be going.
I know, man. I'm like enjoying my hair and just letting it grow out for that reason.
Yeah,
but,
man. I hope COVID's gone too. That's one thing I hope it's gone.
Man, I just hope people start being so ignorant about it.
Yeah.
because they could be gone.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have been gone a while ago. But
I know.
anyways, but yeah, I think that's some good shit right there. I don't know, man. Even looking at the beginning of this year, right, or beginning of last year, 2020, to where we are now, like I never would have thought, right? Like I still remember talking to you in January, right, and we were talking about like how are you doing, what's up, and you were stressed because girl was pregnant, you were still in school, you were doing this project, and like it didn't look like there's much more to look forward to.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Hey, I think if anything, 2020 taught me that like if you like you weather the storm and there's gonna be like a beautiful day on the other side.
For sure.
So, I mean, I really am thankful for how 2021 went because I know a lot of people had a lot harder, and so I'm excited. I hope that everybody watching this has like a real desire to change, like
Sure.
an honest desire to create and give back. That's what I've realized through it all. Like I talk about money all the time. I have all these goals that I want to hit, but like I want to give back, and I know Marcel's a man like that too. So
yeah, man. And
we're gonna get to that situation. That's what we're doing with this. Yeah. This whole gradual grind. We're trying to share the information that we've learned and help as many people as we can.
Yeah, and it might not be 100% accurate, but we're trying. We're trying our best to give you the best information that we have.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, man, I think you have a great point. Like, I really hope people that are listening are actually, are interested in this because they want to develop something further. And even, let's say, even if you're successful in finance and you have a successful career, there's other ways you can grow. Look at your relationships with people and how you're spending that money and what you're doing with it, right? Is your relationship with your family close enough to where you are actually doing the things you're doing for the right reason, or are you being selfish with it, right? Just there's a lot we can all learn, and definitely strive to change. So,
hey, it can't get much worse than 2020 though.
Hey, I wouldn't say that,
man. You really think so?
Hey, man, you never know. What is it? Murphy's Law? What can go wrong will go wrong.
Yeah. We have our health, and I guess that we do got to be thankful for that. So.
Just be grateful what you got. Yeah. And be ready for whatever. I mean,
all right, man. Send us off. Like, what's the closing thoughts? Starting 2021, how we gonna get this thing jumping?
So I say, for those of you listening, look back at your last year. Think about things you did well, things that you didn't do well. Learn from it. Grow from it. Looking forward to 2021. Set realistic, systematic goals, right? Don't be like, I'm just gonna lose 50 pounds and get swole. Like, set up a process that will let you get to the result you want and past that, right? Don't be short term, be long term, and you'll achieve much more than you expect if you do that. Now for us, we're growing, like Evan said with this, we're gonna make a lot of changes in the next few months. Yes, it's going to get better content. We're figuring this out. We're understanding, how to edit and how to make it a little bit more appealing. Hopefully I get a haircut so I don't look like Timo Cruz any longer.
Yeah, we're going to get this software update. We got some things coming.
We got a lot coming, a lot of different content we have planned that we'll hopefully accomplish. And not only that, hopefully we'll have developments outside of this that we can come share more knowledge with you guys.
Yeah.
So you guys can learn more. But other than that, man, I appreciate any of you guys that are watching and legitimately watching and showing love. We'll find a way to show it back.
Yeah. Thank y'all. Hope y'all having a great start to your new year, and go get it. That's all I can say is go get it. Set high goals and go get it.
Sure.
Let's go.
All right, man.
All right, man. I'll holler at you. Yes, sir. Peace.